to send all them hoes to the rehab.
You ain't no real pimp. You gonna go check them young fool.
In the right man hands. I'm not a hater, but I'm not a tight pants fan. Tight pants I can't stand. I dress like a damn man. If you dress like the opposite sex, you a damn trend. Aluminum back, crack, grand slam.
Yo, man, I'm just gonna jump right into it, man. Drinking, man, alcohol, man. Y'all already know, man, there's so many different ways you can drink your alcohol, man. So many different ways you can digest it. So many different styles, man. Just depend on your lifestyle, man. It just depends on what you like as an individual. That's what it depends, man. Whether it's beer, wine, hard liquor, the whiskey, whatever, man. It's up to you. Or the lean, it don't matter, man. Well, I ain't gonna really talk about lean. This is for the alcohol. Some of the best of them drink, man. All kind of people drink from all different kind of walks of life, man. It just depends on what you like, man. You know, them beers hit heavy, man. Them beers, man, the malt liquors, the beers, man, they always hit heavy, man. It's just that, man, you know, you gonna feel it in your stomach. That's a fact, man. A lot of times, man, you see somebody drinking a beer, you drink a beer, you don't even need nothing to eat, man. You can drink them with food, or you could just drink them by yourself. That could be the meal and everything when you messing with the beer, man. That's a fact, you know. And it's a cheaper alternative too, man. You ain't trying to get a bottle of Ace of Spades or something, go to the club or something, let's drop that kind of bread, man. You can go get a beer for $1, a beer for 80 cents, man. They got all kind of cheap beer out here. Depends on how you want to get drunk though, man, because everybody gets it in every now and then. If you do not drink alcohol, that's good for you, man. That's a good thing, man. But if you just out here beer drinking, that's good too, man. If you beer drinking, man, drink your beer on, man. Just be responsible when you drink, man. You know, whether if you buying Ace of Spades from the club or Ace of Spades or whatever, trying to drink expensive, or you just trying to cop a Colt 45 on the side, man. Either way, it's gonna be good for you. I would prefer the beer in that sense, man. But beer is definitely put that yeast in your stomach, got that stomach bubbling, man. But beer, you can do anything with a beer, man. That's why beer is so marketable, man. A lot of the wrestlers back in the day, man, they drink 3 or 4 beers in between matches, in between skits and interviews and all that, man. A lot of people, man, they drink a beer, doing work and before and stuff. It's just a beer, man. You can always just drink a beer no matter what the occasion is, man. Beers, they universal. You can be seen all around town with a beer. No, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how you conduct yourself, you will always be looked at as that dude. Cause that's just how beer is. But I mean, if beer ain't your thing, which I understand, man. Beer, it fills you. Like I said, you can use a beer as a meal replacement. You can drink a beer in the place for a lunch or something like that. But if you mess around with you sipping some wine or some champagne, you ain't gotta worry about that fullness, man. And you can get, depending on who you are, man, you can get drunk, just as drunk or not even more off of wine and champagne versus the beer. You know, the beer is good and stuff, it's universal and stuff, but you sip some wine, you get a nice cup of wine, a nice bottle of wine, you ain't gotta feel like you just ate 3 cheeseburgers too. You ain't gonna feel all bloated, and you ain't gonna be running around pissing all crazy like you do when you drink beer. When you drink beer, yeah, you get drunk, it's decent, alright, but you're gonna be peeing, you're gonna go make 4 to 5 trips to the bathroom. That's a fact. You're gonna be pissing all day. Your bladder is gonna be full. Beer fills up the bladder quick, man. It's like beer, like drinking pop, but wine, you ain't gotta worry about that, man. You know, it's all kind of mixed drinks and stuff you can do and stuff. If you're not feeling the beer, man, if you can't get with the beer or even with the wine, man, you can mix some drinks. People be mixing all kind of stuff. It depending on how your body reacts to it, man. What when you drink, what makes you a slut? You don't know, man. You gotta see what makes your body feel tingly, man. You gotta feel it in your jellies, man. Some people like drinking beer and make them feel all tingly on the inside, man. Some people like running around pissing all day. with the full belly, man. You heard of the term beer belly, man? It's real. Beer bellies is real, man. You got to make a decision, though, man. Beers just hit harder for certain people. It depends who you are, man. But, you know, wine, things like champagne, man, they go better with, like, relationships and stuff. Like, man, on that one-on-one time, man, you trying to set something up nice and stuff. Like, you got a nice, clean, like, dinner or something like that. You invite a chick over, whatever, man. You gonna have some nice wine on some nice champagne at the table. You might not have 2 big Colt 45s or something like that, or 2 Magnums, or that OE or something like that. You know, you trying to entertain some company and have a nice, decent gathering around. You gonna get that wine or that champagne, man. That's a fact. Chances, you know. There's so many different forms and flavors, man. You just gotta watch out that you don't let it just take control of you, man. Cause it all will get to you, man. You drink one beer is good. 2 beers is decent. You get to drinking 3, 4, or 5, man. It's gonna mess you up. Same thing with the wine, man. You drink a whole bottle of wine and think you just gonna be doing it, man. Maybe you can. You gotta do it in moderation, man. And don't even get me started on the hard liquor. That hard liquor, that hard. Come on, man. You ain't got it. One shot of that to have you fucked up. Let alone 3 to 5 or 7 to 8. And then depending on what you're drinking, man, hangovers, all of that. Some of this stuff is just straight horny juice, man. You get somebody a shot of something, they passing out. Body all incapacitated. You can do what you want with them after that. Be careful with the shots that you be out here taking, man. Some of these shots be too strong. You taking 100 proof, 150 proof, drinking Everclear, Bacardi 150 rum, but that's gonna affect your mind, the way you think, the way you eat, your whole digestive system. You're gonna have a different diet. It's gonna be like hard liquor, Hennessy, breakfast, Hennessy, dinner, Hennessy. That's gonna be your new regimen, man, if you keep messing with that hard liquor. But some people like that hard liquor. I just had one of my family members, man. He was drinking all kind of hard liquor. He was drinking that Jameson whiskey, some 80 proof, something like that. He was crying, just drinking while he drinking the hard liquor, man. We trying to talk about basketball, the playoffs. He took a shot of that whiskey, and he couldn't stop crying. We talking about the playoffs, the NBA. That stuff gets you super emotional, man. You gotta watch out with that hard liquor, man. The hard liquor is good, though, man. My favorite was gin. I like gin and stuff like that. I like all kind of hard liquors. I know people like kind of hard liquors, man. But hard liquor, man, can get you in some tough situations, man. You might have a hard time finding yourself out of, man. That's a fact. And if you want them people that just drink it all, like hard liquor, drinks wine. You drink wine Monday, beer Tuesday, whiskey Wednesday, some Patron on Thursday, and you like it all, man. I would say, man, screw you and pick a side. Pick a side. I can't rock with you. I can't hang out with you if I go in your house and I see you got beer bottles, wine bottles, hard liquor bottles. Man, pick a side, man. I trust the person more who just got the same bottle, who got like 30 bottles of the same thing, man. You can't trust people who drink a bunch of different brands, drink a bunch of different styles of alcohol, man. Them people are crazy. Trust me, anybody that you know that drink whiskey, beer, wine, all of that, that's just their thing. They can drink any kind of liquor. Those are some of the craziest people out there, man. Full of surprises, man. And a lot of them are very touchy-feely. Very touchy-feely. That's a fact. That's why you gotta watch who you drink with, man. You can't just drink with anybody. Especially not no hard liquor. And some of them beers too, man. Some of them real cheap malt liquor. Some of the wines too, it all can be bad. You gotta find you something good. But if you're gonna drink everything, you better watch out. Cause you're gonna definitely find yourself in a situation you don't want to be in. You're gonna find yourself doing something that you normally don't do. If you trying to just go out with some friends, you say, hey, I normally sip wine, but tonight I'm gonna try me some of what they drinking. I'm gonna drink some of this, whatever they got, man. You'll find yourself doing more drugs that you wasn't surprised. And then what's gonna happen? You gonna be out cold. It's gonna be all kind of stuff, man. You gotta watch out. You gotta protect your anal. That's the number one. That's how number one rapes come from. Being passed out. You wake up with a headache and a sore ass because you decided to drink too much. For what? Might as well. I recommend just get the wine, man, because the hard liquor. Or maybe get the beer. No, don't get the beer. Just sip something else. No alcohol. Facts.